Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the London Black Knights. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the London Black Knights. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 20.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Check. 59. Bound to lose one. Shit.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check it. 61. Max box. Let's go.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Recon, 132 fighter. Save. Check. Crunch. Check go.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
6-6, pull it high.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Ready? On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andy Isabella, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Got 3. Got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Now on second and 16. Locke. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
3 down. 3 down. Mike 4. Mike 4. You remember me? You remember me? There. Jim.
Now Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
22.
That was second down run for Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara try the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 5, watch the call. Monday. Slam.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 4. Let's go, D. Mike 4. Mike 4.
Get it.
Block now on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready. 10-2 start.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He'll find Everett there, complete. But he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Murray. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And Thomas has it. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Don't get nervous. Hey, echo.
Shotgun snap to Locke. This one caught by Ridley. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Locke, and he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the pressure gets to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Clock now to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
59. Hey, Haywood. 59 mark.
On 1st down, Locke. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it down.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, we are. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hit it.
They do go for it. It's locked. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
To throw it is locked. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, high 7. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Gone. Check.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Switch it on.
A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
That ball complete to Isabella. They give him a gain of 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Mark that. Go 20. Take 20. Easy. Check 25.
They'll run it with Kamara. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Saints 42, Black Knights 11.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing now is Locke. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Locke now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Shifts by him. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Fighting for the... And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, Sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll run with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
180. Go. Go.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Lucky there just to avoid the safety. Able to fight through the tackle, but still backed up near the goal line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come to my work.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
6 yards. And it's third down.
They'll run here. It's Murray. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A big run that time by Murray. 43 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Again, it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And some room to maneuver. The 20. 10, touchdown, New Orleans. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Blue 60!
I got him! Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. What happened?
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Five's the mic. Five's the mic.
Hey, 50.
Here I come.
Hey.
Here I come. Here I come.
Stafford going to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next the score, Saints 63, Flat Knights 19.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Chopper! Ready?
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Alpha! Get it!
They'll go for it. It's locked. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Set! 180!
Hey, let's calm down.
Hey, easy!
Now Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
White, tell us 20!
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike, hey, Delta!
All day.
Hey!
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.